Hey guys, what's up? It's BigJackFilms here. I'm doing this vlog because I'm here for a movie review. And, today we're going to be reviewing The Three Musketeers. So, my review on it... the worst piece of shit I have seen in a long time. This movie is terrible. The lowest form of crap. I hate it. I hate it, hate it, hate it. It just... hurts the name of The Three Musketeers. It is the worst adaptation I have ever seen of the story. Horrible. Just, there's no talent. There's no structure to the original novel. The characters are boring. The acting is terrible, even with these big top-notch actors like Orlando Bloom and that guy from Inglourious Basterds. This movie is crap. They don't even try. It's just there to make a 3D gimmick. Terrible movie. I mean, if I could name the best two versions of the Three Musketeers movies that I've ever seen, has to be the one by Disney with Chris O'Donnell, Kiefer Sutherland, Charlie Sheen, Tim Curry, who is always great. The other one, which to me is my personal favorite, is The Musketeer. It was a movie made in 2001 by Universal, and it was a very dark, well-done version of the story. And the reason I liked it was a great sword-fighting action movie, because what they did was they took the style of the Musketeer sword-fighting and blended it with a Kung Fu Wu-Tang movie. But anyway, Three Musketeers 2011, don't even waste your money to... it's a waste of money. It's crap. It's horseshit. Words cannot describe how bad this movie is. I mean, I've seen some bad movies. I mean, I'm probably going to make a list of my top worst films I've ever seen. And this will be in there. This will be in the top whatever. It's bad. That's all I can say. It's bad. I mean, should I describe the plot? Well, fine. I'll try to do it the best I can. I mean, it's the Three Musketeers. They're after Cardinal Richelieu, played by that guy from Inglourious Basterds. D'Artagnan is off... he wants to become one of the Musketeers like his dad. Gets into a fight with that one-eyed patched pirate dude. Duke of Buckingham is the bad guy. Stars that chick from Resident Evil. Nothing is resolved at the end. It definitely sets up for a sequel, which I guarantee will never happen. This movie... well, anyway, not even 1 out of 10. 0. No. 0.0 out of 10. This movie is just beyond just terrible. Like, I can explain a couple of the problems. First of all, D'Artagnan's parents are alive, which I'm not too sure if that happened in the novel, but in every Musketeer movie, the one-eyed patch guy kills D'Artagnan's father. And that's why D'Artagnan goes out to be a musketeer. He wants to avenge his father. I mean, it's the classic trick that's been used, that was mostly summoned in The Princess Bride, where Inigo Montoya would be like, "Hello, my name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father, prepare to die." That was the best version of it. And every Musketeer movie would have that same gimmick. One-eyed guy kills the parents, D'Artagnan gets revenge. They don't do that in this movie. I mean, it's like they're trying to promote it to kids, and they're trying to do the Pirates of the Caribbean gimmick. It's a pirate adventure movie, but it's for kids. And then, the way that D'Artagnan does get pissed off at the one-eyed guy is that he insults his horse, which I think happened in the novel. I do believe that happened in the novel, but, and you think they're gonna have this, and he says, "I challenge you to a duel for insulting my horse." So the one-eyed guy agrees, and you think it's gonna be their first sword-fighting duel. But nope. One-eyed guy shoots him in the arm, that's it. Fail. Ungodly fail. You need to have a fight. You need to have a first round. Well, anyway, so, basically D'Artagnan's with the Musketeers, and the Musketeers are with that chick from Resident Evil. I mean, I've never watched a Resident Evil movie, so I don't know what this chick does or whatever in the movies. I mean, from my guess, she fights vampires or whatever. I've never seen the movies, bottom line. Well, anyway, the Three Musketeers, Arthos, Porthos, and Aramis, they're, going on some stupid mission with the Resident Evil chick, and then it turns out the Resident Evil chick, is a double, triple, whatever the fucking agent. She's either working for the Musketeers, working for Richelieu, working for Orlando Bloom. But, I mean, it's all over the place. You don't know which side she's on. The other thing I want to point out is the Musketeers' costumes. They look nothing like Musketeers. I mean, you see the King's Guards, and they're the Musketeers, and they're wearing the classic blue tunic and the hat or whatever. The Three Musketeers, they look like they're wearing leather motorcycle jackets. What the hell? You don't alter the image. That's a time-honored trademark of the characters. You don't put motorcycle jackets just because you want to put it, just because you want to aim it at girls. They want to think these guys are hot. You don't do that. You put them in the blue tunics. Plain and simple. I'm sorry if I'm acting just completely pissed off about this movie, but that's how bad it is. It pisses you off. But you want to know what the worst thing is that just makes me piss out laugh? I'm both laughing hysterical or I'm really pissed off. The worst thing in this movie, okay, is that the Musketeers find plans for this secret weapon, so it's kind of like finding the plans for the Death Star in Star Wars. It's like the ultimate weapon. And what is that ultimate weapon? Flying blimp pirate ships. I am not kidding. You've probably seen bits and pieces of it in the trailer, but you heard me. Flying blimp pirate ships. Okay. First of all, there are no blimps in that century. That is totally unrealistic. Who would have thought of that? I mean, they point out that Leonardo da Vinci was making this thing, but I don't even think he was around back then. But just the thought alone, let alone seeing the movie, the thought of flying blimp pirate ships battling each other in the skies of Paris. Does anybody even look up and go, what the fuck is that? Is that a freaking pirate ship with a balloon? They don't even do that. They don't even have one person in Paris look up and say, is that a freaking blimp? They wouldn't even know what a blimp is. Okay, well anyway, there's this huge pirate ship battle with blimps. I mean, did Goodyear have sponsors with them? Well anyway, there's these two flying blimp pirate ships shooting cannons and sword fights all over the ship. And what happens to one of them? They crash land on top of the Notre Dame Cathedral. And yet nobody in the streets of Paris don't even flinch to take a look. They don't even have a shot of people going, oh my god, it's a pirate ship on top of the Notre Dame Cathedral? Yeah, it's ridiculous as it sounds. A flying blimp pirate ship on top, like, I mean exactly on top, like putting two blocks together just like that, pirate ship Notre Dame, in the streets of Paris. Ugh. This movie is just, even the sword fights don't even make up for it. The sword fights alone do not save the fact that this movie blows. I mean, they say in the documentaries, oh, we used real swords to make it more adventurous. It doesn't even help! Ugh. I mean, it's like, it's a Three Musketeers movie. You expect it to be good. But this movie is just a big pile of shit. It gives me a headache thinking about it. This is honestly one of the worst movies I have ever seen in my entire life, period. But you know what it is? When I see the pirate ships floating around, shooting cannons in the middle of the sky in Paris, and then on top of that there's this king who looks like a chick and is wearing these costumes that don't even make him look like a king. He looks more like a jester. A freaking jester. I was honestly in the theater, me and my dad, we were watching the movie and we were laughing out loud. No, we were rolling on the floor laughing. It was that bad and yet so freaking funny. It was, and everybody was looking at us like, dude, we're watching a movie. This isn't supposed to be funny. It's supposed to be just suspenseful. What drugs are you on to think that a flying pirate ship, a girly-ass jester king, would be suspenseful? It is just funny. It is, honestly, I laughed and laughed and laughed. This movie blows, bottom line. Now with casting, I mean, it stars, I don't even know the actors who played the Three Musketeers, let alone any of them. Like, the only people I know that were in the movie were that kid from Percy Jackson, the Olympians, Lightning Thief, which is a good movie. It's better than this crap. There was Orlando Bloom, right? He's a great actor. I really love his work. He plays Legolas in Lord of the Rings, Will Turner in Pirates of the Caribbean. He's a good actor. But why would he do this? Why would he was probably thinking, what the fuck? Like a frickin' flying... Where's the director? I want to talk to him. And then the producers would be like, here's a bag of cash, now make the movie for us. Why would any actor go for this piece of shit? And I mean, when you watch him, he's like Will Turner, except he's more evil. I mean, when you see him come off the, the flying pirate ship, I mean, you expect it to go, thank you for riding Black Pearl Airlines, please remain seated for our next flight. You expect that to happen, because he's in the movie and there are flying pirate ships. That's what I expect. It's the British Caribbean, it's the Caribbean Black Pearl Airlines. Then finally, their last actor, who I have to admit is a great actor. He's almost like a Shakespearean trained actor. I forget what his name is, but he plays Cardinal Richelieu in this movie. And he's the guy that won an Academy Award for his role in Inglourious Bastards. To me, one of my all-time favorite movies, at least in the top 60. He was so good in this movie, I mean, and then when we see him on the poster or whatever, I think, oh, he's in this movie, he's playing the bad guy. This movie must be good, because he's probably going to give a really good dramatic performance. His character has nothing to do. I mean, he's just sitting there, sword fighting, or playing chess, or playing his little stratego on his big-ass floor. I mean, and even at the end, I mean, he gets busted, and you think he's gonna go to jail or whatever, to the gallows, but the king's just like, I can deal with this. And then he's like, yeah, me too. I'll maybe try again. That's it. I mean, nothing is resolved at the end. All they do is set it up for a sequel. It's more like watching a pilot episode for a terrible TV series of The Three Musketeers. It's like watching a feature-length pilot episode. This movie is just terrible. I can't even describe it. It is that bad. So, there you go. Three Musketeers review. Done. I am never watching this movie again. Don't even pay the ticket. Don't even see it. Don't even get it on DVD. If you see it on DVD, or even a reel of this film, smash it with a hammer. Just destroy it. It is bad. It is one of the worst movies ever made. And I hope to God it wins a Razzie. It deserves it. This is BigJackFilms, signing off.